We today cannot control the same systems that we had before. And those confusions that, again, now there's a week that is seemingly a bit easier as you start thinking maybe the crisis has gone by. Take the blows of Egypt, a bit better, a bit worse. A bit better, a bit worse. It's just to shake the person a bit, to get out of him all the logic, whether he understands or not, is to confuse him completely. This is what is going to happen now. And those blows would grow stronger, more and more qualitative also. Meaning there'd be more confusion, there'd be more fear, the lack of confidence. Again, in order to come to a prayer, as it is written, and raise a prayer until the cry reached the Creator and is revealed. There's such a natural phenomenon in people that they see that when under burden or under dominion, everyone wants freedom. And when we receive freedom, we don't know what to do with it. Why is it? Where is it coming from? Well, that is exactly what is happening. And the blows and between the blows. Between the blows, everyone, thank God. Moses, go. Leave us alone, and so on. It's obvious that that's how people are. It's the ego. That he's one layer after the other. I have to understand where he's at. To receive a blow, and then the break is not a break from the blow. Rather, it is as we never, how shall I put it? We are never lessening the force of the ego is never lessened. It does not vanish, but what added to it is that I feel that I'm buried under the desire to receive. I cannot feel it. Darkness, depression, problems, lack of security. Later on, the light is added to me. I'm starting to sense that life is good, everything is alright. Starting to sense security, starting to sense good. By comparison to the previous life, I also looking down at my previous state when I felt bad. All is good now, and I understand that it was worth my while suffering a little bit. Now I'm on the horse. I'm on the path, as if I understand more, I control more, the world advances, everything is good. Meaning the problem is that during the time of descent and now during the time of ascent, I'm not using the states correctly. I do not have a connection with the goal. I do not understand that they bring me the goal. Both the good and the bad, those two periods, had I connected them to the goal, I would have managed them in advancing myself. And thus, in such way, I cannot. But there's no other way. We must go through this state called the Exile of Egypt and the 10 blows of Egypt, where those 10 blows is when a person receives such punches on the one hand and on the other side, from the positive and from the negative, that it brings him out of an ability to control the state. You will not have G20 and G15 and I don't know what else can happen there. Simply, everyone would raise their hands. Meaning truly from within, that they will understand that they have no control over the state and there is no need to search for a regulator and all kind of things. And not Obama plan and not Merkel and not Brown or anyone else or another person that will bring something. There are no more plans. and the people of Israel aside from the work. Because now everyone is mingled, so everyone is as a people of Israel, meaning that they have those sparks after the exile. And this is how they work. Therefore, we have nothing to do. We will have to go through those ascents and descents until humanity, by these movements, will understand that here we must accept a new plan, how to advance onward. And from the previous plan, the previous dominion of the ego, the simple ego, simply to escape. It means that we exiting Egypt, we leave all the old plans by which we and the banks and the industry and everyone operated, and we come to a new software, and we're willing to accept it as one man in one heart, and this is what is called the giving of the Torah. And this is what the world will need. It will need to receive how shall I put it, this law, or to learn this law, how to live everyone together as one man in one heart, which is called the love of fellow men, yeah? Love thy neighbor as thyself. How to come to it, out of a lack of choice. And the Torah is in order to come to it. I've created the evil inclination, I've created the Torah as a spice, meaning we now have to come to the necessity to be in good connection with one another. It is through hard blows and unpleasant states, until each and everyone will understand that there's no hope. We are in a closed system, Babylon, yeah? Everything's like in compression in one place. And we must be friendly with a guarantee to one another. But how do we come to this guarantee? We are unable to restrain our ego. We need a method that will enable us to be in the right connection. Otherwise we eat one another. We destroy our whole life. Yeah? We come to destruction. So where is that force that can help us? Then out of our want of this control, of this force, of this, that will give us the ability to connect, yeah? Then out of this deficiency we will reveal the light that reforms, the wisdom of Kabbalah. That's it. And that is what is called the statue of Mount Sinai and all that there is. And afterwards, definitely there's work. After we receive the method, we disclose that method, how? By the light from a higher degree, which is called towards you, a surrounding light. You can constantly pull yourself to the next degrees. You start ascending. After we discover the method, and until you raise in order to bestow, it is called the degree of the desert, Bina, and then to bestow till final correction, which is entrance to the land of Israel, that all the egoistic desire turns to be in order to bestow. The process is clear what needs to happen now. There is no there's nothing hidden in it, seemingly. The execution that everyone will have to discover.
So what can we recommend to the world if it goes into recesses, so they don't? There's nothing you can recommend except one thing: education. In other words, knowing the situation you're in. Just like you teach a child about the world they live in, and so they don't study through blows. What's this? What's that? They'll need 5,000 or 10,000 years to go through what humanity went through to build this world. So they'll have to study what? On his own flesh? It's impossible. So within 15 to 20 years we teach them about the world and they're ready for it. Similarly, we have to teach humanity in a short period of time about the new world, so they are ready for it. Otherwise, they'll learn through suffering. Moving on to the next part of the lesson, Talmud 10 Sefirot.